as far as just kind of putting it behind you and moving on after that?
Yeah, I think that's what it was all about, was just trying to forget about it and not get too worked up about a call that didn't go our way. So, to add insult to injury, they came right back and scored to tie it up, not too long after. But I think that's where we did a good job of just forgetting about what happened at that point of the period and moving on and just focusing on our game and not getting away from that.
Jonathan, I know he's sitting right next to you, but can you talk about Corey's play today and maybe how his evolution of play from games after the first two games against St. Louis to where we are now, what you've seen in him?
I should prepare more for these press conferences and interviews, so I got something original and creative to say. I mean, I think Crow just keeps getting better and better. I think as a team we want to keep raising our level of play as the stage gets bigger and bigger. But I think if there's anyone that's doing that, it's Crow, and whether it's big penalty kills or us protecting leads in tough situations late in games, he just seems to get better and better as the pressure mounts. And we were talking a few days ago about the crowd chanting his name in Minnesota. I mean, whatever it is, it doesn't matter how much pressure's on him. It doesn't seem to bother him, and he just keeps playing. And it's an example that I think the rest of us can follow.
Jonathan, on the disallowed goal, what did you see, and then what was explained to you? I mean, did you have a clear understanding of what was going on? And then Corey, as a follow-up, can you, as a goalie, are you in favor of goalie interference being reviewable?
I guess I didn't really see how the puck went in. I just took it to the net and kind of lost it. When I got to the short post, and all of a sudden the puck was in, the guys were celebrating, and I'm not too sure how much interference. I haven't seen the play or don't really remember it. I mean, obviously it happened pretty fast, but I think when it comes down to it, it was disappointing because of how the play was called on the ice and the fact that it was non-reviewable. I think some of those go against us, and we're hoping that one was going to go, for us in a way. So. Like I said, tough situation, but it's over now.
I think as a goalie in a certain situation like that, on a goal or something close, you're going to get those calls sometimes, and other times it's going to go against you. I think you just have to let the refs make the call. Hopefully they're in the right spot to see the right play.
Corey, after the Wild series, did that feel more like the Blues series, a little more high-paced, a little more offensively minded? And is that kind of what you like, to be a little more involved for significant stretches?
I mean, the Wild series was pretty high-paced too, except for maybe one game that was kind of slow, not much going on. It's a team that is pretty physical. They play smart. They're strong defensively. Got to work for our chances against the Kings. I think we did that tonight. We weren't forcing things in the middle. We were trying to use our speed to the outside, and when it wasn't there, we were pulling up and looking for late guys. So we just got to keep playing our game, keep playing strong, and said those plays where you're forcing things, trying to take care of that.
Jonathan, sort of in the same vein, was it more suiting to your style? Minnesota trapped you guys a lot in the zone, and did this open up a little bit for you guys? You had a little more speed through the zone.
Yeah, I think it's like someone just said there. It's a little more comparable to the style game we play against St. Louis, a team that plays physical and fast, but at the same time tries to create